All right, one last light stand video, I promise. I just got to do this. I love light stands. I obviously have a lot of light stands. So most of the stuff that I've been talking about recently is travel light stand. Now, some people are saying, yeah, but my favorite light stand is this and this. Well, those are studio light stands. Those are heavy duty light stands, which I have, but I travel a lot, and most of my stuff, the real challenge is when you're traveling to get small, lightweight light stands, wings that compact, very small. I mean, anybody can have, you know, heavy-duty, sturdy studio light stands, but what I want to talk about always is these when I'm traveling. So that's why I'm going to... Now, these things here that I've been showing you that fold upwards like this, they're kinds of flimsy. There are times where this is just too flimsy, and you want to have something that's compact, but more rugged, more heavy-duty, that can hold heavier weights and isn't more sturdier. So that's what I show you today. I'm going to give you a few options on that. My favorite one that I've been using for years, for 10 years, that whenever I go on a trip, the sturdiest, most lightweight travel ones that I use are the Impact LS-8 and LS-10. So this is the 8 and this is the 10. These are the most lightweight but strong tripod. Let's just go over here. Come on, I'll show you what we got here. So I'm going to lay these out on the floor here. You can see the length when they're compacted. The reason, this is the most favorite one that I have, not because it goes up to 10 feet, although I have used the 10 feet, but because of the distance from here to here. This base is really wide, and from here to here, the struts are a good distance. So this is really, really solid, and it weighs very, very little. It's aluminum. It goes up to 10 feet. So obviously the only real issue with this one is that fact when it's closed, it's really long and it doesn't fit in a suitcase. You have to take a special light stand case to hold this. The 8-footer does fit in a suitcase barely if you put it in diagonally, but then you can only put a few of them in there. I usually take 4 or 5. That's the downside of this one. This is too long also, but the Impacts, if you can take them, they're the best value for the money. This is only like 20 bucks. This is like 33 bucks. So for the money, for the weight, you can't beat these, but they're too long. So that brings me to these two. Now in the last video, I talked about this one here. This is the Promaster LS-CT. Look how small this is. This is the shortest of the bunch, but it's wide. But it's also one of the strongest. And the thing I like about it is when you fold it into position, the legs actually extend like that. So if you're in nature and you got a rock or you got a sandy berm or something that you have to put something vertical on, you can extend certain legs and shorten others. So, and these move at different angles to whatever is needed to get your thing to be, vertical. So that's the good thing about these. These legs adjust at different lengths. The other good thing about this is when you extend these lengths all the way, you get a really wide base that is super, super strong, and you can put rocks on here, which I've done. The only thing about this one is it only goes up to slightly under 6 feet, which is okay. I like to have my lights above the top of my head, looking down a bit at eye level, like sunlight, so that's normal. But sturdy, this definitely thing is. So that is, I mentioned this in the last video. So this is the one, the reason I'm making this video is I wanted to mention this. The reason I didn't mention this in the last few videos is because it's heavier. It's not that light. But if sturdiness is important to you and compactness is important to you, and weight isn't that big of an issue, then I highly suggest this one. This isn't really that heavy, so it's just under 3 pounds, 2.9 pounds. But the cool thing about this one is, just like this one, the legs... Now, I remember I said I don't like legs that fold upwards. This is the only one that actually is sturdy, where the legs actually fold up like this to close, and then when they're down, it's super sturdy. Notice the strut distance from here to here is good. It's really good. And the other good thing about this is these legs, just like this one, you can extend them. So you can get a really wide base with this. This is a Dracast. And it's not that expensive either. I'll get to that in a minute. And this is I don't even think this is aluminum. I think this is steel. This is kind of heavy, and it's really, really heavy duty. This thing will not wobble at all. It is really, really heavy duty, and it goes up to, what is it, 7 feet? And look how wide the base is. That's a wide base. This is really, really, and this is super sturdy. This thing will hold anything. And it's, so if you need stability, if you need strength, and you need something that compacts really small, this is definitely a light stand to use. This is super, super sturdy. And this one too. These are the two that compact really small. If compacting really small isn't that big of a deal, and you want sturdy, something that holds up a 600 with a big modifier hanging off the edge, these are my favorites to use, the Impact LS-8 and the LS-10. So this is 6 feet, this is 7 feet, this is 8 feet, and this is 10 feet. Look, it's almost touching the ceiling. So these are the 4 that I would suggest for sturdiness, for being on location. And speaking of adjustable legs for light stands, for those of you who haven't seen it, I made a video about light stands that are designed for uneven ground. And those are all really strong, rugged, heavy-duty light stands, the same ones that Hollywood uses. So be sure to check out that video if you haven't seen it. I'll put the link down below. Those other ones, all those other light stands are studio stands. I mean, I got a lot. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is a studio stand. This is what, obviously, I've got these. I know about studio stands. I'm just not talking about them because there's a million of them. A lot of these are from the movie I worked on. These things will hold anything. I mean, this probably weighs 400 pounds. I don't know, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's easy to hold heavy weights with heavy stands. I'm talking about traveling. So these are the ones that I suggest for traveling that are sturdier. This Dracast one, which is the reason for this video, look how wide those feet go. Look at that. And it also has the leg that you can adjust the length on. I just checked online what the price was of these. These used to be $50. They're on sale now, released right now for $34. So snatch them up if you're interested in this kind of thing. This is a really good deal. Like I said, I don't even think these are aluminum. I think these are steel. They're really, really well made, really rugged. Dracast DRLSCLS. They're 7 feet. They're 19 inches collapsed. And they're only $34 for something really heavy duty. This is a really good deal. They used to be $50. So get them. I'm going to get another one too. And by the way, I don't get anything for saying any of this. This is just me sharing with you my personal experience over the years with everything that I've tried and tested and worked with. Nobody gives me anything. Nobody pays me anything. I buy it myself. I share with you my personal experiences, my preferences. This is just my opinion, but this is for me. And I got a lot of stuff, what I like the most. And I thought I'd share that with you because I figured you'd want the real scoop on Marcus's opinion, if anybody cares. So anyway, that's it. That's my video. I love light stands. I love light stands more than cameras and actual lights. Anyway, that's just me. So I'll see you in the next video. I hope this helps somehow. I'll see you then. Bye.